Stress is something we all experience, and more importantly, it's normal. It is our body's reaction to an external cause which usually goes away once the situation is over. Stress is a normal response that has evolved to save your life. Stress triggers a flight, fight or freeze response, which is our body's reaction to a perceived threat in the environment, causing your heart rate to increase, pupils to dilate and your muscles to tighten. In modern times, the stress response is caused by our own perception to situations we encounter, and it's also expanded to things which aren't an immediate danger or life-threatening, such as being late for a meeting or worrying about how we look. It's also a response to situations we imagine might happen and therefore worry about, such as losing our jobs. We often worry about things that are unlikely to happen and that are outside of our control. In these circumstances, our stress response is less adaptive. It is normal to feel worried or stressed at times. Often our response to a stressful situation is largely determined by how familiar we are with it and how prepared we feel to deal with it. But stress isn't all bad. According to the Yerkes-Dodson law, we have an optimal level of stress which helps us to increase our performance, such as in the lead up to an important deadline, but only up to a point that is unique to everyone. When levels of stress become too high, performance decreases. Hence, this process follows a bell-shaped curve that rises with high arousal levels and then falls. It is important to recognize the difference between healthy and unhealthy stress. Healthy stress can enhance performance and gives us that extra push we need to get things done. However, when stress starts to affect our ability to cope with everyday life, it's a time to do something about it. Unhealthy stress is long-lasting and unmanaged. Imagine being in a constant state of fight, flight, and think of the pressure that puts on your body's resources. If ignored, chronic stress can have serious consequences for our mental and physical health. There are many ways people cope when feeling stressed. How we choose to cope broadly falls into two categories: healthy or unhealthy. Unhealthy coping strategies, such as drinking or smoking, tend to feel good in the moment, but can make things worse in the long term and often don't address the root causes of our stress. On the other hand, healthy coping strategies such as exercise, asking for support, or adjusting our demands take more effort to initiate but make us feel better in the long term. Learning coping skills like cognitive behavioral therapy can help you to shift your stress threshold and find a healthy perspective on things. Whereas relaxation exercises like calm breathing and deep muscle relaxation help to physically calm the body and mind within a few minutes. Practicing these helpful strategies and finding which works best for you will enable you to adopt sustainable, beneficial coping mechanisms. Also, try to address the stressors. Are some of them solvable? If it's about work, maybe you can address them with your line manager. Look for the positives. When we are stressed, it's easier to focus on the negatives of situations and we can become more easily irritated. This can have a profound influence on your mood and the way you react to others. So make a conscious effort to acknowledge the positives of situations. The outcome may have not been what you wanted, but have you learned in the process? Some days you have to look harder than others. Find balance. You can't eliminate all stress, but you need to be able to balance it with things that give you meaning, help you relax and are good for your overall well-being. Manage your time. Make a list. Planning ahead and having a daily schedule may also help you to feel less stressed. Time management is key to helping you feel more in control and able to deal with the demands. Lastly, I would also emphasize how important it is to ask for help from others if you're not sure where to start or you feel overwhelmed. Support is available for you, and if you're not sure where to find it, ask your manager, HR or mental health champion within your organization who will be able to guide you in the right direction. One of the keys to a healthier mind is to build your resilience to stress. In our next module, you will learn more about the many ways you can do that.